CRTV posted the articles of the Constitution that will be amended today, that the Congress, they are already looking through for amendment. There are Articles 5, Article 6, Article 7, Article 10, Article 53, and Article 66. And today on TFA Talking Point, we are going to look through all those articles for you to understand what is there to be amended. There are so much, so I'm not going to read through, but I'm pointing the ones that I believe will be touched by the Congress and adjusted. So if this is your first time on TFA Talking Point, please subscribe to our channel and share this video. This is a copy of the Constitution with me, and we will look through. CRTV says the Congress of Parliament has just received a draft bill amending and supplementing certain provisions of the Constitution of June 12, 1972, amended and supplemented by Act of January 18, 1996, and April 4, 2008. If the project is adopted, the fundamental law will be amended in some of its provisions, namely Article 5, Article 6, Article 7, Article 10, Article 53, and Article 66. A special commission has been set up to examine this text. Meaning, these are the articles that the commission have been created to look through. So we will go and start with Article 5. Article 5 says, the president of the republic shall be the head of state. That one, they cannot amend it. It is permanent. Then a sub 2 say, elected by the whole nation. He shall be the symbol of the nation unity. This is the one that I am thinking that they will touch. Elected by the whole nation. They might, the Congress might amend this portion of the Constitution where the president of the republic would not be elected by the whole nation. Meaning, we Cameroonians would elect members of National Assembly, and the members of National Assembly would choose somebody amongst them to become the president. I believe this is the only portion that will be amended in Article 5. Because the other portion of Article 5 means nothing. They say he shall define the policy of the nation, he shall ensure respect for the Constitution, and all these things. I don't believe that they can touch it. But the only one that I believe that they will touch is the election. Meaning, common Cameroonians would not elect the president directly. So we go to Article 6. It's just as if all Article 6 will be amended. It says, Article 6 says, the president of the republic shall be elected by a majority of the vote, a vote cast, through direct, equal, and a sacred universal sovereign. That one can be touched, because if now in Article 5, the parliament, the parliamentarian will be the one to choose who will be the president, then we have nothing to, any indirect vote will not be. It says, I sub to say, the president of the republic shall be elected for a term of office of 7 years. He shall be eligible for re-election. The 7 year can remain, but re-election might be only once. I believe that is one of the things that will be put in place. A sub 4 says, in Article 6, sub 4 says, where the office of the president of the republic becomes vacant as a result of death, resignation, or permanent incapacity duly ascertained by the Constitution, by the Constitutional Council, the polls for the election of the new president of the republic must be held not less than 20 days and not more than 120 days after the office becomes vacant. That one can be touched or maintained depending on who will be the constitutional successor. Then a sub 4A say, the president of the Senate shall, as of right, act as interim president of the republic. This one would be amended because there will be a position of the vice president who will take over the constitutional successor right. So the president of the Senate will not be the constitutional, so it will be the vice president here. And that is why they say throughout the whole Article 6 will be touched. The only article I don't know whether at any point there that can be touched is Article 7. Article 7 says that what? You say the president-elect shall assume office once he has been sworn in. He shall take the oath of the office before the Cameroonian people, in the presence of the members of parliament, the Constitutional Council, the Supreme Court meeting in solemn session. The president of the National Assembly shall swear him in. Maybe that one is the one that they will change. Maybe it will be the president of the Senate to do that. The wording of the oath and the procedure for implementing the provisions of paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 above shall be laid down by the law. The office of the president of the republic shall be incompatible with any other elective public office or professional activities. So I believe it is only the president of the Senate that will show, of the National Assembly that will show in that maybe they will touch in Article 7. Let us go to Article 10. Article 10 talk about, it says, the president of the republic shall appoint the prime minister, and on the proposal of the latter, that is the prime minister, the other members of government shall be appointed. So now the prime minister will not be there. I'm sure they will not maintain the position of the prime minister. That is why they want to touch this particular position. Maybe it will be the vice president in this place. He shall define their duty, meaning the prime minister shall define the duty of the other minister. He shall terminate their appointment, in which this one has never worked in Cameroon. President Pobia is the one terminating the appointment. He shall preside over the councils of ministers. A sub 2 say the president of the republic may delegate some of his power to the prime minister, other members of government, and any other civil senior administrative officials of the state within the framework of their respective duty. A sub 3 say where the president of the republic is temporarily unavailable to perform his duty, he shall delegate the prime minister, and should the latter also be unavailable, any other member of government to discharge his duty within the law. Then we go to Article 53. I am rushing so that the video should not be too long. Article 53, it says, Article 53 is talking about the impeachment of the president. 53 is talking about the court of impeachment. It says, Article 53 says, the court of impeachment shall have jurisdiction in respect of acts committed in the exercise of their function to treat the president of the republic for high treason. So that one, I believe it is only sub 3 that might be touched in Article 53. It says, act committed by the president of the republic in a pursuit of Article 5, 8, 9, and 10 above shall be covered by immunity, and he shall not be accountable for them after the exercise of his function. I believe this is the only one that will be touched. And Article 66, TFA talking point talk about Article 66 that it will be amended. And today we are coming back, Article 6 and Article 66. I presented a video that these two articles will be amended. And Article 66, I believe the only thing that they will do there is to reinforce it, that it will be compulsory for all government officials to respect it. And it says, the president of the republic, the prime minister, members of government, and a person ranking as such, the president and members of the bureaus of the National Assembly, the president and members of the Bureau of the Senate, members of Parliament, senators, all holders of an elective office, a secretary generals of ministry, and a person ranking as such, directors of the central administration, general managers of public and semi-public enterprises, judicial and legal officials, administrative personnel in charge of the tax base, a collection and a handling of public funds, all managers of public vote and property shall declare their asset and property at the beginning and at the end of their tenure of office. The other categories of persons to whom the provisions of this article shall apply and the conditions of implementation thereof shall be determined by the law. These are the articles that CRTV told us that will be touched by the Congress. They will be adjusted. And then I believe Article 66 will just be the implementation, that it will be compulsory for all to declare their assets before becoming minister or taking any post of responsibility. So I just want to know your thought. If there is anyone I did not point out that truly to you should be amended, drop it at the comment